Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Laina.
And I'm Dr. Jamie.
And today we're going to go through best practices from beginner to advanced on how to use a 10-minute cushion. So we love these 10-minute cushions for correcting posture. You don't need me to tell you that there's an epidemic these days of people who are stuck in this forward hunched posture. Their chests are tight. They're developing these unsightly humps at the base of their neck. Their head's forward. They have headaches. They have neck tension, all kinds of things coming from this forward posture. So we know that you can't avoid sitting at your desk for long periods of time, and you don't want anything too complicated to help fix it. So this 10-minute cushion is ideal at the end of your day, and hopefully at the beginning and end of your day to correct those problems. The basics of the 10-minute cushion is you can see that there's a white stripe. He's going to start off by putting that just above his belt line with his knees bent. The higher up he moves the cushion on his spine, the deeper the upper back stretch is going to be. So start off with it just above your belt line, but if you feel that over time you want to move it up, you're certainly more than welcome to do so. You can see that Dr. Jamie is quite flexible, so his head is resting on the ground. If you're not very comfortable in this position with your head resting on the ground, please start off with your head on a pillow because that will allow your neck not to become overstrained when you're lying in this position. So now he can just lie here and relax, but there's going to be a few ways that he can make this more advanced. So Dr. Jamie has his knees bent because his low back is resting comfortably on the ground. If he wants to increase the stretch through the front of his body, he's simply going to straighten his legs. But the key is that when he straightens his legs, his lower back is not going to lift off the ground. There's not going to be any new tension building in through that lower back. As long as it's relaxed and he's just letting his body weight melt into the ground while he's in this position, he can keep his legs bent. He can even take his legs further apart if he wants to have a little bit more of a stretch that way. Play with it, and you're going to notice it feels different depending on your leg position. Another way that Dr. Jamie could make this even more advanced is that when his knees and his feet are hips width apart, if he simply drops his knees to one side, very gently, not so that the shoulder lifts off too much, but just so that he's increased the tension through this side of the body, you're going to notice you get a much deeper stretch on one side of your body when you do that. Again, you can see he's breathing and he's relaxed. Of course, he can always do the other side as well. Noticing that his head is still very relaxed on the ground. He's not building any tension. Another way that you can make this more advanced is by changing your arm position. So he can slowly bring his arms further out to the side. And as they're resting along the floor, he can see just how high he can get them without becoming uncomfortable. You can play with this position. He can certainly flatten out his hands more, reaching his hands to the side, making this a little bit more active as he tries to lengthen his arms out and place his arms back down on the ground, playing with the stretch a little bit that way. And one of the things that Dr. Jamie likes to do when he does his 10-minute cushion is he makes it a little bit more active. So rather than just lying here for 10 minutes, he'll move his arms around. He may stretch his arms above his head at one point. Get a little bit more opening through the front of his body, bringing them back down. He may play with different arm positions, moving his knees from side to side. Keep in mind that he's extremely flexible and he's been doing this for a while. So there are many different variations that he can use in order to get different areas stretched out while he's on this cushion. We're going to recommend that you start on this cushion with 1 minute. So I know it's a 10-minute cushion. Start with 1 minute on the cushion and just really make sure that you're breathing slowly. So just a nice, gentle, relaxed breathing. If you find that you're building tension anywhere in your body, try to slow your breath down. See if you can get that tension to let go. If you can't, then please come off the cushion. Work your way up to 10 full minutes. You can do that in the morning and at night. But if you don't have 10 minutes, 3 minutes is better than no minutes. So whatever that you can afford to lie on this cushion, you're going to see vast improvements in your posture simply by opening yourself up at the beginning and the end of your day. So perhaps the most important point when it comes to this cushion is that it should feel great. So when you're lying here, of course, you're going to feel some opening in your chest. You're going to feel it letting go. You're going to feel it opening up. That's all great. But if you start to feel tension building in your neck or your lower back or anywhere else in your body, please safely and gently roll off the cushion and enjoy the rest of your day. And last but not least, how do you get off this cushion? Well, you get off this cushion by rolling onto your side and pushing yourself up. So what we don't want you to do is yank yourself up off the cushion. So here's what you don't want to do. Ready? Yeah. So you don't want to use all the muscles in your back and allow them to open up and then put an enormous amount of strain on them as they try to lift you up. So please make sure you get off the cushion in a very safe manner. Yep, that's it. Other than that, if you have any questions about how to use the 10-minute cushion, please let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to our channel or press like for this video or both. Have a good day.